Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Watch it now. Barney. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
On first down, it's Simeon. The Sanders has got it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On second down, Cook. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fresh set of downs here. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On second down, here's Simeon. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Back 99. Philly. Here we go.
Third and long. It's Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, here's Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. 3-19.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Simeon. The right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And he is knocked down from the side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Again, it's Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
To throw on second is Simeon. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. And the play clock's running down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Sanders has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. To throw is Simeon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Detroit! All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10, Simeon again. Pressure comes and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Good, good. Good, good.
Now Simeon. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Here's Simeon. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A final shot before break. Simeon, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Simeon launching one for Henderson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Back it out now. Philly, here we go. 39. Green, 39. Gone.
Simeon. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Tom Hackett now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw, Simeon. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Here's Simeon. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. First and 10, Simeon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Simeon now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Now
Simeon. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half. I
don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Simeon. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Let's go. Detroit.
Simeon on first down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down throw, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. Leopard.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And the pressure gets to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Jags. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Always got some breathing room. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check, Patriot, Detroit. Check, Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They go play action here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there...